Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers, taking on Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48. Built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay. And this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. Taken at the goal line. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
A handoff to Mixon. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down and distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you think of, yeah, the fullback's probably going to get the ball, but when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there. Hand it to their big guy to pick up a first down.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Mostert. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Raheem Mostert, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. extra point right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back. And
this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for Cincinnati.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Mixon with a first down carry. Pretty nice aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Packers, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game. They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. On first down, they go with Mostert again. Yeah, he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13. Brady, that's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Here's Brady. And his throw here is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He will find his man Chase complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 14. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Back to the running game with Mostert. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. With a tight end. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? Meeting the tough yards. They run it with their fullback. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. First down going to the air with Love. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. 7-7, our score after one. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Love going to give this one to Jones. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip, and I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Sam Hubbard drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. First and 10. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 41. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Love's throw there into the hands of Ross. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Here's Love. Well, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. To throw is Brady. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw with Brady. That swung out to Mostert. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now Joe Mixon. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Running the counter with Mostert. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now Brady. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. On the give, this is their fullback. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Jet sweep. Here comes Fuller. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Will Fuller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Packer offense heading back for one final first half drive. And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Off the play fake, Love. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. The long-distance shot before break comes up empty. But now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? The spot that they snapped it from. So field position becomes a factor. I think in this spot, you might also want to think about throwing the Hail Mary. You know, put the ball up in the air. Maybe you can get 6 out of it instead of 3.
Yeah, see what happens. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengal offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Cohen gets it again on second. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give to the fullback on the dive. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
Second and 5 now. Brady. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He was a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, This lead is very, very slim. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing. Love. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Brady now on 1st down. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Brady going to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
I like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They forced a punt on the 1st drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. They go play action with Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And some room to work. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Our eyes and attention are on the fullback. Big time carry, big yardage. But how about the guys up front, the offensive line? A lot of people think they may have to block it differently for the fullback to get big yardage. They really don't. Because he's big, strong, and powerful, a lot of times he makes his own way. They may not have to block as hard.
Not much there, only a yard. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
But you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
What a good play is made on defense. Oftentimes, leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned. All the other guys making sure they're in the right spot. And on that play, they were able to stop him short of a first down.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. They find some open field here. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. The 20. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 97 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Here's Cohen now to return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Play action. Now it's Brady. Open receiver. That's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man, and he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though, but I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
On first down, here's Breida. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw here on target to Hurst. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They go counter with Breida, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Brady. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. On first down, Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch it in that spot.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Brady. Flush to his right. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Joe Mixon, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bengals answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Important extra point up and through. And the lead is now 21-14. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Taken in at the 3. Oh, no, the ball is loose. And the Bengals grab it. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And that one is his 2nd fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Brady going to look to throw. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. Back to throw, Brady. And he comes back with one complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Brady to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So here's Love and the Packers. Down by 2 touchdowns. A minute 24 to go. Their 5-game winning streak hanging in the balance here. Now a throw here to his running back. That catch good for only a couple. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. That catch good for only a couple. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. He finds his man, complete. It's Norman. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. Again, it's Love. Over the middle, complete. That's Norman. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. On 1st and 10, Love. He finds Watson. It's caught. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Now Love. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Coming from... And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with 14 seconds on the clock, they've got to go with the onside kick. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Now Brady. Escaping the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner. The end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are right back in this football game.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
He's going to let it fly. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.